Hi, I'm David Garland, and I'm running to represent you in the New York State Assembly. The Upper East Side deserves better. For too many years, we have been neglected by our monopoly of elected officials, more concerned with maintaining power than in serving us, the residents of this neighborhood. After years of neglect and decline, the results are indisputable. A perfect example of this failed leadership is the garbage dump being built just 3 blocks away from my home. With a strong voice in Albany, the dump could be stopped, but at every level of government in Manhattan and in every office, we're being represented by elected officials who claim to be against the dump, but then they turn their backs on us by campaigning for Bill de Blasio, one of the most vocal supporters of the dump. Are we really going to stand by while our representatives claim to be for us and then campaign against our interests? This has to stop. Look, I'm not beholden to anyone, including a party machine of progressive liberalism. I will stand up to Bill de Blasio whenever he is working against our neighborhood, every single time. And we've seen this in just the past few months. His views on New York and New York City are not in the best interests of the Upper East Side. As your assemblyman, I want to focus on 3 areas: the economy, education, and quality of life. With respect to the economy, I believe there is a fundamental difference between having a concern for those less fortunate than ourselves and trying to compensate for those concerns by punishing those who are better off. We are responsible citizens just trying to make a living, pay our bills. We're talking about young, old, and families in between. The poor need support to get back on their feet, there's no question about it. But the poor are not poor because the Upper East Side made them poor. The poor are struggling because of bad government policy and a lack of jobs. Yet with fewer and fewer jobs and the highest taxes in the country, our officials want to raise them even more. It just doesn't add up. I have an economic plan that will bring jobs and opportunity to our state, enable us to lower taxes without losing services. New Yorkers deserve at least that. And on education, Mayor de Blasio has already attacked the one program that has been effective in providing the best education for our children. Why would the mayor put teachers' unions above our children's education? It's just plain wrong. I support charter schools because they've been so effective in providing a future for New York's children. Believe it or not, the mayor wants to close them because they work. And evidence of decline in quality of life is all around us. Where is the vision for the Upper East Side? Why are our streets in disarray, stores shuttered, and the dump being built? Because the party of Bill de Blasio and the progressive liberalism he espouses and he is trying to spread is working against us and against the interests of the Upper East Side. Everyone is going along for the ride. But enough is enough. I'm running again because I just can't watch as our city gets worse. I have to fight against this, and I have to fight for us. A lot of people aren't aware of what's going on. They have to take care of their families, they have to make a living, and I understand that. So part of my job is making people more aware. Insanity is defined as doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Our elected officials simply do not carry the same values that make our neighborhood great. They put their ideology ahead of common sense governance. If we keep voting the same people into power, how can we expect anything but more of the same? Let's put an end to this in November, because the Upper East Side deserves better. Thank you.